Greetings, my friends. This is Gilles Mansillon. I'm called to come back and speak about transcendental psychology. I wanted to thank you so much for your support, for supporting the channel, for your donations. If you want a private session, you can send me an email or conversation, discussion. For a lot of things, everything is going to be, there's a lot of resolution coming up. But everything results as a series, as a series of cause. There is conscious and unconscious cause. For yesterday, I was really struggling with something, and now I'm like having to face the energies of what happened yesterday. And sometimes it's like I'm not able to keep my highest frequency because of the energies. And it's like and spirit comes back and tells me, "Wait, you will see." Yeah? So it's just I'm just being impatient about. And sometimes envious about those who stayed on the other side, stayed on the hyper galactic planes or higher celestial plane. So I was just sometimes I feel a little bit not right now, but this morning when I woke up, I felt a bit discouraged by the waiting period. Yet I am very grateful for my guidance. I know it is always there, and I know there is this great support and the point of freedom that is before me. So and it is before all of us. So and. So it's very important to realize that we all come with a vision, like a dream, but it's a vision, and the vision is actually a goal. And then once the goal can be placed in temporal frame, it becomes objectives. We have objectives that lead us to the ultimate goal. But for now, right now, I can't really. Right now, I can only have goals. I can't really. There are certain things I cannot place into temporality. So it's like the waiting is. It's okay for me to be waiting for the grand design, the freedom of humanity, the transformation of the monetary system for the galactics to come, all of that, the solar flash and everything. But my impatience comes from my own personal life. It's like my goal is to have a home, to be able to paint again and to start my project. But understanding all the conflict of this world is all about is a mirror reflection of the galactic wars that are not ended, but they've been projected into this planet. And so it's like we're here to resolve a lot of to complete the program of peace and harmony. And those galactic wars were happening millions of years ago. And originally we were human. The original Lyrian, the Lyrian civilization in this part of the galaxy is the oldest civilization. With our civilization, we come from a star called Polaris, a spiritual group, and then they started on the Earth. This Lyrian civilization was a 12-dimensional civilization, and they came as Lemuria millions of years ago. We were 12-dimensional beings as a collective when we came as Lemurians, and then eventually it went down the frequencies all the way to the fifth dimension on Atlantis. Then eventually that civilization fall as well. But there's always been a great struggle for dominations of this planet between the Dark Alliance or the dark forces of the universe and the light beings, the Brotherhood, the Galactic Federation, and so on, the Intergalactic Federation of Free World. There was many groupings and partnerships and alliances and civilizations that were created as a result of the galactic wars. But the Dark Ones, the Anunnakis, did not follow the law of non-interference. Originally, they upgraded the human DNA, but then they created a race of slave, of worker slave, and that really were trying to they were really trying to restore that ever since. It's like ever since that interference, it's like we're trying to restore the original human DNA, and all the suffering comes from those causes. And people are still worshipping those Anunnaki gods. It's like, so just find the inner God and the first source and center. Yet there is all kinds of divinity that can assist you in that alignment, but in between. But it's like your inner divinity and the first source and center, the great creator. There is only one God in truth, and those who are one with it are the one as well. Huh? So. But the situation of the planet, this prison planet, could not be changed from outside. It's like we were on the higher planes. There was no way we could transform and free the humanity. So the only way was to come into the human body and in order to create the transformation from within. And so that's what really what happened. And the mission was to incarnate over and over and over and over and over and over and over until humanity was actually the collective consciousness of humanity was able to shift into a higher dimension. But at first, when the call was made millions of years ago, nobody on the higher planes, like I heard the message was saying, well, I don't have this memory personally, but there was a message that confirmed that at first, when the call was made to say, well, there are billions of souls that were from the higher planes that were sent to, that were called to assist the planet, and it's like the call was made, and then for a while, this is half an hour. It's like it was a silence. Nobody wanted to come. Nobody's like, are you crazy? Are you insane? It's like, why would we want to do that when you enjoy like this divine sovereignty, the royalty of your being, psychic powers, higher consciousness, the knowledge of your immortality, of the love of God, eternal love of God, and the ability to live into a fully utopian, what we would call utopian reality, which is our true reality, our true this higher planes reality. Then finally somebody said, yes, I am going. And then it created a snowball effect, or domino effect, and like millions, billions of souls just choose to volunteer to come into this planet in the incarnation process. And so what happened is that we all went through the billions of volunteers. It took a while before people would accept, higher beings would accept to renounce the divine sovereign right and authority, and to come in. And so we were all were sent through the eye of Cassiopeia, the eye of God. And so just to see who would actually make it. So some of the light workers get really distracted by power, get distracted with drugs, distracted with alcohol, distracted. So in this lifetime, and so they're not awakened yet. But there are billions of souls that were actually qualified and were sent to the planet, and they are like, so half of humanity is actually star beings in reality. And but it, and so but they were, so we went down from the 12th dimension into the fifth, but then eventually we had to, the fifth was like the limit that was tolerable in terms of not losing consciousness. But then eventually this portal opened to move into the third dimension, so we jumped into it, and we ended up in a birth canal, emerging as a human being in this planet. And but our light vehicle were completely broken up. Our Merkaba, all of it was completely destroyed, and we got awakened. And now we have to repair that light vehicle, to return to the higher dimensions, because we are here to assist humanity, and they are awakening very, very fast. Um, uh, yeah, they're working very, very fast. They're getting ready to accept higher truths. So it's like there's been many resets. A lot of reset has been initiated, and it is important, if you can, if you want if maybe you know that already, to know which galactic family you are connected to. There are 4 great families, but there are many more than that, and you may be led to know that you are connected on a deeper level to anyone, other families. But there is the Arcturians, the Andromedans, the Syrians, and the Pleiadians, which are all Lyrians originally, except for the Andromedans. But so it's like, which one is your strongest soul connection? Personally, I'm very, very connected to all those families. For our brotherhood is connected. We had lifetime on Venus as well, and many other places. Chiron, but it's important to reconnect to those groupings. And personally, I've been working a lot with the Arcturians. That's my main connection in this part of the galaxy. Although I'm not limited, we're not limited to any one group, but I am. All of it will unfold in due time. This knowledge of the Akash and Akash before we came into the physicality. But only the strongest soul were actually qualified, and we really made a difference. The Earth would no longer be here if we didn't came to our rescue thousands of years ago. Well, the goal is peace and freedom, to recreate this paradise Earth that was poisoned by the snake, by the venom of the snake, and the separation, the good and evil, dark and light, separation and opposition. But right now, nothing is certain but change. So all the mundane reality is being challenged, and the old 3D, the lifestyle, the patterns, all the beliefs, all the economical system, the political system, everything. Personally, I may be relieved from my political obligation. It seems like yesterday I received an information. Spirit says I'm going to have no choice but to be to assist, to go into this world, which I wasn't really hot about it. But there may be other people that have showed up that maybe be able to carry that. So I'm going to take care of my own cultural programs and scientific program. But I have faith in the ascension plan, and if they call me on, I will definitely respond to the call. But understanding the confusion is all created by the dark, and it's allowed it to continue because it needs to be there to awaken the sleeping population. Yet you don't have to play the old rules that are trying to impose no longer apply. You just align with the law of one, the law of God, your own true self, your own intuition, your own higher guidance, and you'll see that there is a clear way that you'll be protected outside of all of those confusing patterns. Well, I hope this message was interesting for you. I was something I said yesterday in my video. I thought it might be interesting to pursue a little bit. Is to find ways to prove the grand portal, to prove the immortality of the human soul. For it has been the wing makers, which are beings from the 28th century, revealed long time ago, that the greatest discovery of the 21st century will be the discovery of the grand portal, the irrefutable proof of the eternity of the human soul. If we can prove scientifically that death does not exist, it will change everything in relationship to the consciousness. For this idea of death was introduced by the Anunnakis to keep human in fear, to disconnect them from the knowledge of the eternal reality of their soul. And so it might be an interesting pursuit in terms of science, to pursue that to find a way to prove the immortality of the human soul. That will change a lot of things. We'll see how it unfolds. And sometimes we plant a seed, and then we're getting information until the tree, this tree of. But we needed to know the tree of knowledge, the good and the bad, the dark and the light, so we can become fully creator. That was the original plan of the Lyrians. But what we seek is the tree of life, that is the one life, that is beyond the duality, beyond the opposing force. But everything serves the evolution of our consciousness, of our soul, and of the universe. So we're in a service to God here, and the service to creation. Well, I hope this message was interesting for you. I thank you again so very much for your support. I'm going to sing a song that I didn't have a song in mind coming to my head today. So I pulled those papers where I write songs, and in the French video I sang the song "The Man Who Sold the World" by David Bowie. But I'm going to sing them for diversity purposes. I'm going to sing the one that's on the other side of that page. It's a song that was sung by Joe Cooker and Jennifer Warnes. It's a spiritual song. It's called "Up Where We Belong." It goes like this. Who knows what tomorrow brings? In a world few hearts survive. All I know is the way I feel. When it's real, I keep it alive. The road is long. There are mountains in our way, but we climb a step every day. Love lifts us up where we belong, far from the world below, up where the clear winds blow. Some hang on to used to be, live their lives looking behind. All we have is here and now. All our lives are there to find. The road is long. There are mountains in our way, but we climb a step every day. Love lifts us up where we belong, where the eagles cry on a mountain high. Love lifts us up where we belong, far from the world we know, where the clean wind blows. Clear winds blow. Time goes by, no time to cry. Life's you and I alive today. Love lift us up where we belong, where the eagles cry on a mountain high. Love lift us up where we belong, far from the world we know, where the clear winds blow. Love lift us up where we belong, where the eagles cry on a mountain high. Love lift us up where we belong. So yeah, let us like ask life to lift us up where we belong. Yeah? Wonderful song. There's a lot of wisdom and philosophy in the music, pop rock music. I see. It's like there's a lot of keys and codes already there. Well, everything is already there. The love is already the divine love of God is already present within all things, and we just need to learn to see it. It's the ego mind will always find ways to get entrapped in something else. But with training, we're learning to accept and love and learn and grow and change. The highest with the observer of the day is reparation. I haven't had to repair an energy and a connection that I kind of broke up yesterday. I was like felt so left alone in this process. So it's like, so the highest wisdom is communication, and so to continue to communicate when you feel like you have to call someone or do something, or to communicate and receive the communication from the higher planes, from the angels and from the spirit. What we need to understand is encountering this like this very important meetings that we'll have to do. It can be business, it can be friends, it can be love, it can be for me this person. I need to meet this person physically. After all that happened, it's like I don't want to break it up before we actually have a chance to meet. But sometimes I feel so impatient. It's like very difficult. I'm just sharing some personal things without saying like anything that would be detrimental. What we need to do is to understand we have the globe of creation within our hand. We haven't got this globe of creation until before the last time we had this globe of creation was on Atlantis when we were in the fifth dimension, but now we're regaining this globe of creation. We're getting more confident in using our power, because sometimes it takes a while to manifest, but if we're very intended and sure about something, we create it from within, and we make it so, and so it is. And so we work, and so even if life is not manifested just yet, we know it will manifest because we've created it. And the outcome is trust. And the more we trust within ourselves, if Moses had any doubts that God could open the sea for him, it would have not happened. So it's like faith can move mountain. Is very important. Like the Buddha said that if our faith is the size of of a mustard seed, you can move mountain. So it's like trust in yourself, trust in your higher self, trust in your guidance, trust in the love of God within you, and allow that to be shared and communicated to empower others. The more people we can empower, it's not like in the 3D where we're in competition for power. We just want to empower. The more you will empower people, the more God will give you power to continue to do that. So just trust in that love, trust in yourself, trust in your guidance, and be strong. We're very close to great cosmic events and great changes that will be permanent. They will be constant. They will be rapid, and they will be complete. So the only thing that is sure right now is change. So let us move into this timeline towards this paradise timeline, where we can live in this paradise earth, and do not pay attention to all of the conflicting energies of the 3D matrix that is still running in parallel. I thank you very much. I hope this message was meaningful for you. I wish you a wonderful day, and I'll talk to you later. Namaste.